Well, my theme lately has been dependent arising. I'm starting to wonder if I have ever understood or heard the teaching before, because now it is like so astonishing to me. Thinking about all functioning things, every single impermanent phenomena, which is pretty much every single thing I have any relationship with whatsoever, arises. Why? Because God spit and it appeared out of nowhere? No. It arises due to causes and conditions. And it changes moment by moment. This is an astonishing fact. And that the Buddha taught this, and the Buddha is the only one who has taught this, is like miraculous. But what that means, in trying to pay attention to that as a way of life, it's so interesting to see how our ignorance drives us towards trying to control. In no way do I, and I think we, act as though we think things arise due to causes and conditions. They arise due to my effort. They arise due to me making things happen. And I can make you change, and I can make myself change, and I can make this room change, and I can make things happen. But I can't. I can set causes in motion. And that's all I can do. And I'm lucky if I'm setting those causes in motion intentionally. It's not luck either. That's also a cause phenomenon. But if I'm able to focus my mind enough to keep causes in the direction that I actually am choosing in a virtuous way to send them, that's it. I can't predict an outcome. I can't control an outcome. There are so many other conditions involved in making something happen. So every time I'm frustrated because I'm trying to make something happen and it doesn't, it's just wasted energy and non-virtue arising from my anger from trying to do something that cannot be done. Every time I'm frustrated because somebody isn't doing something the way I think it should be done. Worse, because there I have no control whatsoever. Zero. And yet this ignorance that keeps driving me to try to control the situation, it's just bizarre. So I had a lovely talk with a good friend yesterday. We talked for a long time, and one of the things we talked about was a certain philosophy that I have held earlier in my life too, of exploring the possibility that we create our own reality. And that's kind of a popular way of thinking these days. We create our own reality. What that sets us up with, though, is we think, okay, so if I create my own reality, if I just think right, if I say the right affirmations, if I do the right thing, then the right thing will come. But it almost never does. Exactly in the way that we envision it. Even everything goes perfectly, it doesn't come the way that we thought it was going to come. And that sets us up for a continual set of failure. So you either keep trying, and banging your head against a wall, or you give up and step back and say, oh, well, I can't do anything anyway, or the world is, against me anyway, or whatever our mental habit is when we don't get things the way we want them. We cop to that, and then have completely missed the moment to realize that, well, I created the causes. I did my best to create the causes. Other conditions came into play. I created some other conditions in the past that maybe preceded or overran this cause I'm trying to create right now. All kinds of things happen. So the idea of living as though, and as Venerable Children always guides us, be content to create the causes. What does that mean in terms of having a relaxed mind? A happy mind that just says, okay, even getting through my day. This is the stuff on my list. These are the things I would like to get done. I can intentionally create some causes by making this phone call or writing this piece or whatever. But what actually unfolds? and to be content with that. That is the practice, right? So I'm just sharing that as a part of my own process, because this is something I'm really, really looking at and marveling at, and like, I don't know, some other level of trying to understand and put into play this incredible teaching that the Buddha gave, and that's on a very mundane, worldly level. Okay? If you extend that thought and go, okay, I'm creating the causes to completely eliminate my anger. I'm creating the causes to overcome ignorance completely. I'm creating the causes to become a fully awakened Buddha so that I can help everybody come to understand this and get out of this themselves. Then that becomes huge. And it's a beautiful, enormous aspiration. And I'm quite certain that in order to create the causes for that, learning to relax and simply create the causes to get through the worldly, mundane day with a big motivation, it makes the space for there to be a big motivation instead of getting my mind all tight around not being able to control somebody, some situation, something, the computer. So that's where I'm at today. I hope it's helpful.